You're such an asshole.
So 16 years ago, I wrote my first, well, actually 17 years ago, because it took a while to write the book, couldn't find publishers because New York publishing houses. What do you mean housing bubble? Never mind. And in the book, because in banking, behind the housing crisis, it's linked below, behind the housing crash. So that's the title if you want to look it up. I have it linked below. Of course, the internet goes out. Of course. Well, just wait. The gods, the South Dakota gods of the internet. So one of the concepts I had to describe in banking was this thing called KHOMA, 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 keep her off my ass money. And the typical situation is a doctor or a surgeon or a dentist or some real high earning professional would come in with his wife and say, my wife wants to start a whatever shop. Didn't matter what it was, but it was never going to be profitable. A bauble shop, a trinket store, a coffee store, coffee, some work avoiding crap. And one of the few good bosses I had, he's like, here's how it's going to work. Right. I'm like, this isn't going to make any money. She has no experience. He's like, he's going to guarantee the loan. Right. With his $450,000 a year. And what it was, my boss didn't say so directly, but I finally found, KHOMA, keep her off my ass money. Some husband, usually right after they become empty nesters, wife, beep, 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 beep. Trophy wife, of course. Zero skills. Zero, except in the bedroom. Zero. But hey, why don't you go work as a secretary? Why don't you deliver Uber Eats? Why don't you do some effing thing or another? But I don't. Why don't you go to college for accounting? It's always been my dream. And so you get this portfolio of just worthless trinket, hobby, crap, coffee, consignment. You know the thing. They're in business. One, you go into some little town in Vermont. I'm like, you know the meme where all the girls are just the same in fall. They all got the white hat and the brown shoes. Those idiots. Imagine if they wanted to run a business. What kind of business are they? Oh my goodness, the pumpkin spice. I'm not kidding. The world's maybe not the world's dumbest, but running for first or second place, dumbest business ideas ever. But you do the loans anyway because the guarantor would be the established pilot or the billionaire, whatever. And he would make but the irony, he'd make the payments and we get these financial statements just showing loss after loss after loss. Like, why are we even underwrite? Why are we even analyzing? Why can't he just do a personal loan? Set up an LLC to make it all formal. I'm like, President Cappy would have a say in how those loans would be done. Anyway, keep her off my ass money. That's what it was. Keep her off my ass loan. So the whole idea is instead of just giving her a spending account of like, say, 10 or 20 grand a month, 10 or 20 grand a month, be pretty important. I'll be some guy's wife. What do you want? 10 grand? What do you want me to do? I'll do the shopping even. What, 10 grand a month? I couldn't spend that much. But usually it wasn't more. I don't think it ever went above. I don't think we had a loss of more than 70 grand in a year. It was just a real expensive hobby for a truly talentless person. That's what it was. Okay. Not more than 100. Certainly not adjusted for inflation. Well, here, just so you know, some people can be incredibly intelligent one way and spectacularly stupid. Fantastically freezing. No one's going to get that one. From Forbes, former Google CEO launched 100 million company with his girlfriend. It's not going well. $100 million. So Bipsy could play girl boss. Married billionaire Eric Schmidt launched Steel Perlot with 29-year-old entrepreneur Michelle Ritter. Entrepreneur. Let me look up Michelle Ritter because she's 29 now. So this must have been when she was 28. Let me look here. Let's just get her. I want a resume. Oh, she's an entrepreneur, like the Shark Tank folk, or Thomas Edison, or Andrew Carnegie. What does she? Is she an engineer? Is she a scientist? What is her background? Let's go to the about. Michelle Ritter is founder and CEO of Steel Perlot, which builds and invests in scalable, analytics-driven platform businesses. What? Alongside Steel Pro, Michelle leads StarX, a platform that unlocks the financial potential of human capital as an asset class beginning with sports. StarX's sports product center on the future of fan engagement allows. Does this sound like nothing? Because it is nothing. Prior to founding, here's what I wanted. Ritter researched cyber wargaming at Stanford's Hoover Institution, graduated Johns Hopkins with a triple major in economics, international studies, and political science. There it is. There it is. Has a JD and MBA. There it is. She serves as an advisory board of who would want this person as an advisor? Oh, and you gave this person money. Don't give that budding analyst who has foresight like with a 50 caliber sniper rifle. Don't give him any money. Don't put it in charge. But hey, she's got tits. Entrepreneur, what success? This is like Andrew Yang. Look it up. Andrew Yang's never started okay. Last time I checked in, maybe in the past 3-4 years, he started a business, but he's never started a business. And the Democrats are like, oh, he's a businessman. No, he's a nonprofit starter. That's not a business. That's a beggar. Can I have some money? Can I have some money? I'm going to help out. Pick cause of today. Spin the wheel. The Womans. Spin the wheel. The whale. Spin the wheel. The Childwins. You didn't make a single profit. We should have him be president. A venture that has blurred his professional and personal life. Since leaving Google as chairman, Eric Schmidt has wielded a $20 billion fortune to build an ecosystem of influence, overseeing a vast constellation of companies and investments in taking. So I guess with 20 billion, maybe 100 million is like 10,000 a month to this guy. On the prestigious advisory roles that have cemented his reputation as a Silicon Valley statesman and AI poly whisperer to the Pentagon. And for the past 2 years, the 68-year-old 68. For a fraction of that 100 million, you get several. Just saying. And committed at least 100 million, according to 3 reasons, to a startup accelerator called Steel Perlot, which he leads as executive chairman with CEO Michelle Ritter, a 29-year-old entrepreneur who he's been dating. What do you think the nature of your relationship is, Schmidt? What do you... Genius in one way. 3-year-old babe in the woods other. I know. I don't... But just over a year after it launched, the company was asking Schmidt's family office, Hillspire LLC, to pay its bills. In a January 2023 email to Hillspire, a Steel Parole executive requested nearly $2.5 million to meet payroll and credit card debts racked up by the company and subsidiaries that month. Subsidiaries? How many people work for this? How many? 2.5 million payroll for a venture capital firm? Oh my goodness, we need to have a party. We need to have downtown offices, and we need to have brunch every day. What is this, Twitter in 2020? Eric copied, has the text, wrote Gal Treasure, Steel Perlot's head of VC funds, according to the copy of the email seen by Forbes. Hillspire covered the payroll costs of people familiar with the matter. Schmidt's extramarital relationships have been a splash punch. Page 6. What, is he married? For 6 years, though, he remains married to his wife of 4 decades, Wendy Schmidt. This is what you guys get to look forward to when you make it big time corporate America. I'm going to get my hut in Croatia. I'm going to look at the Adriatic. But in the role, Perlot appears to be the first time he's publicly entered into a major business relationship with someone he's dating. Oh, God. The former Google CEO is typically quiet about his degree and involvement in the sprawl of funds, Foundation LLC, which he's associated. Steel Perrott is an exception. He has publicly stated his role as Steel Perrott's executive chairman and sources in position. What's with the veneer? Why the veneer? Why? What's with the veneer? Do you have why? What's with the veneer? You don't have to dress up. Just be honest. Occasionally appear in meetings alongside Ritter's very, very active chairman, typically Schmidt made it clear to employees that Steel Perlot's is Ritter's company and she has full autonomy to run it, but in her role, Ritter appears to have overstated financial commitments and overhyped involvement for leaders. I don't have to, I'm not going to, this is a long, or I'm not going to go over it because it's not any more complicated than what it is. It's not any more complicated than what it is. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you all a story because this is a 68-year-old billionaire. Let me tell you guys a story of a young Cappy who was horny when he was 28, 29, this gal's age. But it's just going to save you time. All right. I've told it before. Long time ago, I was dating a hot chick. Hot chick didn't want to work. Shock. Hot chick wanted to run business. Cappy says, I'll help you set up an LLC. Not with my money. I'll just show her, we go to the LLC, you go down here, you pay the Secretary of State, bank account and all that. Even helped her design her cards. And she was going to do fashion design. Okay. Yeah, that's how dumb Cappy was. She was going to help men pick their fashion, use their hotness. I was not clueless about what the business model was. Well, you're hot. Why don't you get some rich guys and you take them out shopping and you're a fashion consultant? It's actually a simple and clever idea, monetizing her looks before there was only hewers. And old men were dumb and they pay for a hot chick to show them and how. And even that she couldn't do. Even that. Something as simple like this is website time. You could have set up a website. She could have done it. Even that she couldn't have done. Why? Because she's lazy. Lazy. The universal emotion every human has. Now, she ended up getting married, and then she got fat. Notice, ladies, there's where you're screwing up. You're getting fat before you get married. The trick, you got to, men, they guess they want to have sex and be physically attracted to you. Oh, my God, do they ever stop? So, I know, stupid men being attracted to thin women, but them the rules. So, you got to get married first, then you get fat, okay? And she was smart. That's what she did. Some dopey sucker engineer. Then she got fat. So fat I didn't recognize her at a party one time. Guys, these women have... She's a political science major, an economics major, international relations major. I don't know how you get a triple degree. Dad or somebody paid for it. Then you go on to get a JD and an MBA. Tell me, you don't look for jobs much? Works at a nonprofit or an institution, sits on advisory boards, as typically unemployable, worthless people do. Guys, do not give girl bosses KHOMA money. Don't give girl bosses money, period. None of these women, and there's also a lot of guys out there too, by the way. We just got constantly girl boss shoved up everyone's ass for the past 3 years. None of these people have any desire to work hard or make a profit. They want to play make-believe. I'm also in my book, Behind the Housing Crash. That's all the housing bubble was a bunch of, admittedly, middle-aged white dudes want to play baller, bro. Weren't actually real entrepreneurs. Weren't the Jack Welches of the world. Look him up. They were just a bunch of like washed up football players who, like, for one last thing, they got low interest rate. I'm going to build a house. I'm a developer. Get their boats and hoes. didn't have the acumen to do cost-benefit analysis and price out their house. They started losing money on all the houses they were selling, so they had to get more. You don't understand. Oh, we need a loan to value of 120. Well, the housing prices will go up. They'll go up. You can lend us 125% loan to value. My banker idiots, also predominantly white middle-aged men, just pointing that out. Yeah, sure, we could do that. Boats and hoes. KHOMA money, okay. Excuse me, but sir, you do see they are tanks. I doubt they're serviceable. No one's going to get that one either. None of these people have an intention of actually being entrepreneurs. They are wantrapreneurs, as Mark Cuban calls them. They want to imagine they're big-time executive types. They don't actually want to make a profit. And some of them who are pretty savvy and smart know they can sucker punch you guys into funding them. Usually not to the tune of 100 million, but yeah. Oh my goodness, we're ESG and we say all the buzzwords and look at these plan designs. Aren't they shiny and pretty? We just need 4.7 million this year. And look, 4.3 million goes to pay the executive board. And then, oh my God, we didn't make the money, but we did pay ourselves like 2 million a piece for a year. So we're done and good night, everybody. I don't know why the majority of businesses fail. And especially if it has the brand or the veneer of girl boss, fuck out of here with that shit. I don't even have the time to say the get. We have no time. You just got to get the fuck out of here with that shit so quickly. It's just fuck out of here. That's it. Fuck out of here. Not get the fuck out of here. We don't have time for the get the. No, fuck out of here. Now. Because if they're doing that's it's like advocating that like you're really concerned about the environment or poor people or any one of the Democrat talking platforms. You're just saying, I'm a lazy fuck who doesn't want to work. But I'm a girl pie. And I care about the environment. We're going to make organic coffee. All these failed business ideas. Yet you didn't. It's the same thing with Theranos, wasn't it? Because cutesy cute Elizabeth Holmes was a cute little girl and all the old white dudes predominantly. Oh, she could cure cancer. There's $1 billion. How much money did they have? Hang on. Let me look it up. This is just the latest Elizabeth Holmes. Theranos. How much funding did Theranos have? Almost $1 billion. Well, $1 billion by today's value. 724 million. I don't know. You think we could do something better with that money? I don't know, build houses, train people to build houses, build some tradesmen and tradeswomen. No, we got girl boss. Yay! Party and espressos and champagne and brunches. Oh my goodness. Black tie events. I'm a boss. CEO on website says I am. I have an LLC. Here's the other thing you should all take away from. All of you should be hot 20-something females to succeed in business, all right? This hard work CPA, the Chad Elkins route, my buddy Atham's route, get your degree in chemical engineering. By the way, if you're looking to hire a chemical engineer, please email me. That's the wrong way. You should. Why did we think of this before? Just be hot 20-something chicks. Like, oh my goodness, oh yeah, that's not a business. You girls are so oppressed. You're just so oppressed, having money shoved up your hoo-ha because you're cute. It's just horrible what you women have to go through. So there you go. Hat and clogs, $2. You go, Cappy. Slay girl. Love is love. Nonstop trade, $2. Cappy's dream is for Big Mike to pay him to be girl boss. Who's Big Mike? Oh, Big Mike is Michelle Obama. Look, you pay me $100 million. Yeah, I'll run your company into the ground. I'll pay myself like $98 million as the president, CEO, made up titles. And then like, $2 million. Oh, I don't know, it didn't work. Are you coming to our fundraiser gala? 0.0002% of the proceeds go to help the paraplegic poor black kids in the ghetto fund because I care so much. I'm a white liberal woman. I care. And I am a girl boss entrepreneur. Jane Cobb, $2. Happy to be aboard, sir. This is a wonderful ship. It is. It's the USS Sanity. The USS Sanity. At least we know what's going on. We're not confused on this ship. All right, there you guys go. More on the way. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.